Hello friends, it is the 8th of August, and on today's podcast, we'll be going over the latest Q posts. Also, has Trump finally set the stage for the arrests? He tweeted out 5-5. Does this mean it's due time? On today's True Reporting. Hey guys, welcome. I have a very good podcast, a very interesting podcast for you today. A lot going on, kind of all over the place. We have Julian Assange set to testify. That is absolutely huge. We have Trump, who tweeted 5 of 5, which we all know, in my opinion, means 5:5, which means the stage is set for arrests. Some more stuff coming out about LeBron James that I saw. And also the trip codes to Q's posts. They link us to books. And the first book, me and a friend of mine went over. You can't buy it. It's not even sold out. You just can't get to it. You can only read the excerpts of it, which is about 30 pages. And the book is very big, but it's the most incredible thing you've ever read besides the Bible. I mean, I'm speechless. It's that good. I'm going to read some of it to you because it goes right along with how everything's playing out today. Actually, this whole timeline of the whole Q post. So let's just let that sink in. So every trip code that Q has used is linked to books that I believe you can buy. I don't know if you can buy all of them because the ones that me and my friend looked at, you could not purchase. So very strange, but it's pretty much a rabbit hole that you would go down and probably get out in about 3 years from now. Just fair warning. So one other thing I wanted to touch on. If you are a Patreon right now, you will definitely get your the free shipping from me as of today. As of the 8th of August, the ones that are my Patreons now will get the free shipping. But furthermore, from here on out, it's going to be my $10 or more Patreons, because I got my payout from YouTube, and they take so much back, it is unbelievable. So yes, I will be able to get the merch. I will be able to pay for the merch and do a little bit to this channel, but it's not what I thought it was going to be. I'm not pocketing any of this for profit. I don't need to. It's basically I want to use the money from this to put back into the channel so it's cooler for you guys, and makes it more easier for me. That's a big thing. You may think I just sit in front of a microphone and do a little bit of editing, but it's very stressful at some times, especially when you work a 9 to 5 and have a family and try researching all in one and then creating and editing on top of that. So like I said, $10 and more from here on out. Anybody who wants to join up on Patreon, it'll go directly to merch and to this channel, and I will pay for your shipping if you donate $10 or more. So with that being said, enough of that. Let's get into this amazing podcast. It's going to be good, guys, I'm telling you. So let's hop into these Q posts. We have one post from yesterday, and it says, the bill that opened the door to Twitter, Facebook, Google, etc. to censor and control. I went over that on the last podcast. He says, think Russian bots, think foreign propaganda, the more you know, Q. I'll blow it up a little bit for you. He says here, he responds to himself, digest and understand. Foundation to support censorship against conservatives. We've all seen what has happened with Alex Jones. I believe Jordan Sather, he posted a tweet that said, isn't it convenient that they take this Alex Jones banning to turn eyes away from the QAnon movement. They tried to besmirch it, and now I don't believe it was working so well. It wasn't as big as we thought it was going to be. So they probably panicked and were just like, "Well, here, don't pay any more attention to QAnon. Just focus on Alex Jones and his banning from all types of platforms." It says all in blue wave. Blue wave is in the kill box, which means they're working on it now. Midterms. This is incredible right here, guys. Their entire future, and they know this, depends on winning majority in the House. Q. It will not happen. It's not going to happen. They are done for, guys. The collusion and corruption and lies and so on and so forth is being eradicated in real time. So just wanted to let you guys fill you in on that. That was the only tweet as of yesterday. He has not, or not tweet, but Q post that he has put out yesterday. You know, nothing new today. But there are some things going on that are quite impressive and quite interesting. And we're going to go through them real quick with some memes. I love doing this, to be honest. So, as you recall, I showed you this with LeBron James, who is invested in a parlor called Blaze Pizza. We went into it, how it has a lot to do with Pedogate, and he's talking with the same rabbi, holding hands, actually, as you can see, with the same rabbi who is tied to Uma Abedin and Anthony Weiner. So we all know about them, how they're tied to pedophilia and the Muslim Brotherhood. So I just wanted to show you the same rabbi that helped raise over $340,000 for Anthony Weiner to run in multiple elections. So he's colluding with some people. He's in the wrong. He needs to get out of this circle. Then I showed you this. A lot of people were like, she's holding on to him to stand up. It looks like he's bracing her with his other arm, and she's standing up while he's sitting down. So I don't believe she needs to hold on to him when his giant arm is wrapped around her waist. So you can see here where she's grabbing. So I debunked that on my own logic. Then we see this. This is another one that I saw. So we see LeBron James here, and he's doing the diamond that we always see. We always see it. And Moloch right there in front of you. The owl. This is the all, you know, pretty much colluding or validating that he is in cahoots with a very dark entity and has possibly been taken over. You know, maybe he didn't know better, and they went after him because anyone who can pull the media, anybody who has a ton of eyes on them, who is a figurehead, is at risk for being corrupted, right? And who knows, MK Ultra, we don't know. We don't know, but he's obviously wearing owls on a chain, and you know the rest of that. So the big story today is this. 9:31 this morning, 5 for 5. We told you proofs were going to be important very soon. New eyes, be ready. 5-5. We thank you for your service. Q 5-5, 5-4-5. That's the way I see it. A lot of people are talking about it. We'll get into more of that actually. So, actually, let me check. Maybe we can see here. Yeah, we'll break it down for you real quick of all the 5-5s that were posted. So we see one April 6th, April 4th, March 23rd, and March 5th. Those were, and then today 5-5. So I know that was a little blurry. Sorry. But, yeah, nevertheless, and incredible. It's just another Q proof, right? Then we see here, breaking. I saw this on a tweet. Breaking. Court documents say man arrested at New Mexico compound was training children to commit school shootings. Training them how? Training them through MK Ultra. Training them through psychoactive drugs. And then almost like a... what you would say a Clockwork Orange type effect, you know. The movies do tip the hat to a lot of this stuff. There's a lot of you know, innuendo within these movies that are very truthful. There's a lot of truth based in them, you know. I believe that was a Stanley Kubrick movie. I could be wrong. So yeah, we see here, what does 5.5 mean? The stage is set for a drop of HRC raw vid 5.5. If that comes out, I will probably collapse because it'll be the downfall of the entire Democratic Party. Especially for in America, the cabal will be crumbling if that drops. So yeah, as long as I campaign and or support Senate and House candidates within reason, they will win. Why do you think he does these rallies? I love the people, and they certainly seem to like the job I am doing. Absolutely, Bubba. Sorry, that's just my lingo for a friend. If I find the time in between China, Iran, the economy, and much more, which I must, we will have a giant red wave. Not a blue wave, you delusional leftists. That's not going to happen. Come on, get with it. Greatest president of all time. Then we see here, is this going to be blurry? Okay, so basically this is a letter sent to Julian Assange for him to testify in front of Congress. As you are aware, the Senate Select Committee on Intelligence conducting a bipartisan Russian collusion is what he's talking about, what they sent to him. They need to ask him questions and interview, which will be non-bipartisan and will be mutually agreeable at the time and location. That's what they're trying to do, which is going to be unheard of. I keep getting texts, sorry. So yeah, that is incredible. If I can find a better picture of that, I will definitely get that up. So I wanted to show you this. This is what I was talking about earlier. Right here. Every trip code, I'll blow it up for you. Every trip code and user ID used by Q points to a book. How interesting is that? You know, this came out on July 29th, 2018. So, I don't know, about 9 days ago. There are no coincidences. It's revealing that Ramtha is the first book using what Anons have seen in the decoding of some of the nuances of the information Q has been transmitting to the all. It also ties in nicely to the much broader meanings of and context of trust the plan. Very biblical, very spiritual in my opinion. On all of the multidimensional layers embedded within that. It illuminates absolute context in where we go one, we go all. Q is a group made up of members of the Universal Cleanup Team comprised of beings from on and off world. I'm totally into this. I totally believe this. And you should too. If you do some research, don't just be, don't put the blinders on with this. This is very real, and it goes hand in hand with the Bible. It goes hand in hand with the Rothschilds and demons and anything you can think of. It's all there. So let me show you what as this reads. You choose these teachings here. You can choose whether to fear or to learn. Fear is which keeps the guardian at the door, that which is called your altered ego, keeping you in a holding pattern in life. You can choose to advance according to the knowledge or be weakened by it. You can choose to utilize it in your life or discard it. Though you are flesh and blood, and most tenuous you are, for your feelings can get hurt easily, just as a slight tear within the tissue causing you to bleed. You are still nonetheless divine, for you are that which is called human, the glory of God. It is up to you what you do with what you learn here. What is given to you is knowledge as it is seen. The living world will manifest, for the living word is already in the throes of manifestation. Listen to this again. What is given to you is knowledge as it is seen. The living word will manifest, for the living word is already in the throes of manifestation. It's already happening through global consciousness. Many of these things I teach are already in the process and happening, and many are yet to unfold from that happening. Sorry, absolutely crazy. We'll continue on. Time is in essence an illusion, which is true. It's a man-made dimension. I believe it's the fourth dimension. And those who perceive not the unseen are in essence hypocrites because they worship time. They live by what is called a clock, whether it is a water clock, a sand clock, or a mechanical clock, because time is illusionary. It is not seen as an absolute truth because the illusion fluctuates according to those who create the illusion. Does that make sense to you? It should. What is given to you in this day and time is seen in the moment as it is seen now. Many of you ask, how many days do I have? Should I do this today? Should I have done this yesterday? What will be given to you will be based as closely on your time frame as you feel needed, and it will be seen in this moment of how it is, thus how it is calculated. So, time doesn't exist. You don't die. You continue to go. Energy never dies, obviously. I know you guys know this, so, let us continue on. This is so fascinating to me. I love this kind of stuff. Everything that exists now is the product of a creative force of yesterday. Thoughts, attitude, wishes, desires, and indeed choices. Absolutely. Would you agree? That which is called manifested destiny in regard to the human drama, the human element is made manifest in your lives according to the choices you make based on the collective attitude that you have. So if you think good about yourself, if you think good thoughts, if you put out good vibes, you will feel better. You will make others feel better, and thus it will spread. All this negativity, which is created by the cabal, which is created by the Rothschilds, due to money, due to greed, due to evil, due to pedophilia, due to murder, all of this is weighing heavy on our consciousness, on our subconscious. We feel it, so not only is it our subconscious, but it's our consciousness. So we eradicate it, thus what Trump is doing. We will live better lives. We will live longer. We will live healthier and happier. Does that make sense to you? It makes complete sense to me. It makes more sense than anything I've ever been taught in school. If you are stuck in your altered ego and your life is nothing but a swift repetition of yesterday, then you by choice have lived in a repetitious attitude which keeps creating tomorrow, right? Can you prove that tomorrow is coming? Can you prove that a fortnight from now is coming except by your calendars? It has to come because you have too many appointments you are counting to happen on in 2 weeks. That is how you know that 2 weeks are coming. But as of this moment, it is unprovable that it exists. 2 weeks from this day in your lives will manifest your intimate destiny according to your emotional attitudes gleaned this day. Your lives will change in a fortnight from what you were broadened in knowledge this day. For when you are broadened your reality and indeed broaden your perception, your manifested destiny broadens as well. Expanding your mind, like he says, expand your thinking. Think outside the box. Don't keep the blinders on, and you will grow. Your IQ will evolve. You will evolve. Human beings are very fickle indeed. They are slippery creatures, the rules of karma, eternal sin, and all of those things. We have to fight. We go hand in hand with these things. Which, God, it makes so much sense to me, guys. So much sense. Oh, that would be blurry. Come on. I'll read this from my phone if I have to. Let's see if we can find this on here. These excerpts. I'm going to pause real quick. I'm going to come right back. Alright guys, sorry. I can't find those exact pages, but if I do find them, I'll upload them and read them to you. But the book is called Last Waltz of the Tyrants, The Prophecy Revisited. And you could say, oh, this is gobbledygook or whatever, but Q's trip code, this is the first one. This sends us to something that what I was reading to you makes so much sense to me that I'm not a crazy person. it should make sense to you too. I don't believe that a lot of what we are told, maybe 95% of it, is true. I think we are dumbed down to a perspective of just that, which also a perspective of dread and doubt. And why do you think a lot of us have depression and anxiety, and we're all on medicine, and we're overweight? This is all on purpose. It's so that they're basically feeding off of us. They're feeding off that negativity, that energy, that as a global feeling, that we have of dread and paying our bills and worry and sorrow and all these bad things. I believe that they are able to hone in on that through some way that we aren't told, and they're feeding off of it, and they're getting something from this, something to benefit them. Why do you think that they sacrifice babies to Moloch? And why do you think that they go into pedophilia and these things? They feed off of this stuff, this lull and happiness, and just it's very bad. It's very dark. And if I can find these pages, I will definitely just upload a video. I'll read the damn thing to you. And like I said, you can't buy the book, which is strange to me. Is that on purpose? Is it kept from us? You see what I'm saying? I believe that's all I have today. This was a very short podcast, which is okay. If you found this informative and you enjoyed it, I know it was a little abrupt in the end. It ended quick because I couldn't make out the text that I was trying to read, but that's okay because I'll make it up to you guys. Trust me. But like I said, if you found this informative and you enjoyed it, please subscribe to my channel, and please give me a like. The more likes that this video gets, it will get pushed into another algorithm. Thus, more eyes are on it, and more people will be able to wake up with us, right? Also, please follow me on Twitter at True Reporting, and if you would care to donate to my Patreon to keep this going, I would sincerely appreciate it. Thank you so much to the ones that have donated. I'm getting a good bit of people now. It's flattering, and it's very appreciative. I appreciate all of the support, and email me at truereporting1985@gmail.com. I converse with all of you. I always do. This is a very tight community, and I thoroughly enjoy this. So anyways, guys, be on the lookout for more POTUS tweets and for QAnon posts, and we will talk to you very soon. Have a good night. Bye.